You want to get your music in front of the people who care about you, but so far your fans just aren't paying attention. You don't have a clear strategy to change that, and you might be fed up trying to figure out all this music marketing stuff on your own. If that's true, I'm so glad that you found this 30-day series where I'm going to help you fix all those things I just mentioned for your music. So why should you listen to me of all people? Well, I'm a full-time musician with a 4-year degree in music performance, but I also travel the world helping brands tell their stories to their customers, so I also know a thing or two about marketing. I'm also one of the top producers on SoundBetter.com, which is owned by Spotify, and I'm also an independent artist myself, releasing music to my fan base and putting everything I teach on this channel into practice so that you know that it works. So if you feel that you still have something to learn to make the most of your music career, you're in the right place. Welcome to 30 Days of Action, and this is your 5-minute action plan. Hey guys, my name is Ryan from the Indie Music Academy, and welcome back to the channel where we tackle the mysteries of the music industry, learn how to grow a larger fan base, and grow an income from our music. And in today's 5-minute action plan, I'm going to show you how to get more exposure through social media. Social media is an amazing tool to build attention around your music, but if your fans aren't paying attention right now, you're most likely doing something wrong. And I'm gonna start this video by showing you some things that you should not do on social media. When you post on social media, don't order your fans around to click your links and to stream your music if you don't have a history with them. I'm gonna throw an example up on the screen of what I see all the time, and it's a mistake because it doesn't work. It doesn't take your fans on a journey to discover who you are as an artist. It's just an order, and you don't want to bark orders to your fans, especially if they're not ready to receive that kind of instruction. On this channel all the time, I talk about something called the fan journey, and if the first thing you're doing is posting links to your streaming platforms, to your Spotify, to your SoundCloud, that's actually an out of order experience in the fan journey, and it's not going to work because you're not leading up to it. Another thing that I see all the time that is out of order in the fan journey is artists posting in Facebook groups or Reddit threads, telling people to give them feedback or listen to their music, which is great, and you might actually get some comments, but you're not actually setting these people on your fan journey to eventually become fans of your music. They might just be responding to you because they want to eventually trade the favor so that you'll give them feedback. And even though that might get a little bit of engagement, you're not setting them out on this process of the fan journey, which is the only way that I know of to take someone from stranger to VIP fan. And lastly, guys, seriously, don't do this. Don't just DM people your links cold, no matter who they are. If they're another artist, if they're a record label, you have to have some kind of conversation first to set up them wanting to listen to your music to begin with, okay? And I see this all the time. It happens to me all the time. People just will send me their Spotify link with no introduction, with no context. And I have no reason to listen to that whatsoever. It doesn't work. That's not marketing. Those are just mistakes. So what I want to do now is I want to go into the 3 things that you should do on social media to actually grow your engagement and to get eyeballs onto your music. Step 1 of gaining exposure through social media is to share your story through the stories. And what I mean by that is through Instagram story or through the Facebook story. This is important because let's take Instagram for example. Unlike the regular feed on Instagram, which is comprised of beautiful photos that people spend a lot of time on, the stories are more raw and they're usually taken with just an iPhone. So what you need to do as an artist is you need to dive into the stories to tell your story in a very real and raw way. And it doesn't take a lot of time because of the nature of Instagram stories. All you have to do is use the camera on your phone and share your story. Go deep into your life so that fans can actually get a glimpse of who you are and that they can become your friend from afar. Nobody is going to click your links. Nobody is going to become interested in streaming your music if they don't already know a little bit about you. Step 2 of gaining exposure on social media is using the live feature, actually going live. And the reason for this might not be what you think. Going live is still really favored on Facebook and Instagram compared to all the other content types. And here's a little hint. When you open Instagram and at the top you see everyone's stories, the order of those stories has to do with the Instagram story algorithm, and it has to do with your past engagement with your followers. If you haven't posted a story in a while, or you just haven't used social media effectively at all yet, you're probably going to be at the bottom of that algorithm, and your stories and your posts are not going to be shown regularly. But the secret with going live is that once you go live, you automatically bump to the top of the algorithm. Because Instagram wants to promote live videos, you can take advantage of that and you can bump to the top of the algorithm immediately, which can get more eyeballs on you. You're able to share your story and create more engagement, and that will set a track record for future engagement with all of your posts. The third way to use social media to gain exposure for your music is to share your wins with your fans. You don't always want to just boss them around by telling them to click your Spotify link or do this or do that. You don't want to promote all the time. You want to actually invite them into the story of your musical brand and your musical journey. And an example of sharing your wins is whenever you get on a Spotify playlist, take a screenshot of that and post about it, thanking the playlister and thanking your fans for supporting you on this journey. It's inviting fans into your story and taking them along for the ride as you climb the ladder of success in the music industry. So if you're thinking, I know I need to make content around my music, but I just don't know what to post every day, I made something that's actually going to be really helpful for you. It's a 365-day content calendar for musicians, where every single day of the year, I give you an idea for what you need to post about as a musician to share your brand and to share your story with your fans. If you feel like this is something that you can use to unlock your creativity when you're creating content for your fans, I'll put the link in the description below for you to check it out. So that's it for today's 5-minute action plan. And in the next video, I'm gonna show you how to use Spotify to gain more exposure for your music. So to make sure you don't miss that, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video.